Hello, hello. Welcome to the Gig Economy Podcast, episode 266. I think it's a record. Faith is the first commenter on the live stream.
Oh, hi, Faith.
Where's Bubba Sue and Traveler? They're usually like,
oh, man.
Are we on the right time?
I think so.
Holy cow. Yeah, we're going to talk Robotaxis, of course, rideshare fees, a 10,000 DoorDash disaster. Nope, we're not going to actually talk about that. I just realized that. And, of course, much more gig economy news. Go to gigeconomyshow.com for everything podcast related. I want to mention our Patreon members, Samson, Bud, Omar, Delivery Cats, Frank, Tom, Jim, Miguel, Linda, Jerry, Faith, all from all over the country. Can't thank you guys enough for supporting the show. It really means a lot. If you are interested in supporting the show, go to Patreon. I say it so many times. Patreon.com/the Gig Econ Podcast. There you can subscribe to a 7-day free trial, the $3 tier, $7 tier, and we have a $15 tier for the super fan. You get lots of freaking perks and one of them is a live podcast after the show, like an after show kind of wrap-up show. And you never know who might show up. Might even be Taylor Swift. You never know.
Could be.
So yeah, go to patreon.com/the Gig Econ Podcast. And then of course we have the Telegram group, and Larry's going to tell you about that.
Yeah, so our Telegram group, that's just how we communicate back and forth since we're scattered all over the country. It's like a text app, but you can also do video messages and voice messages. So if you're out driving, it's kind of good not to have to try to text while you're driving, but it's real easy to do a voice message. You can get to know gig workers from all over the world, make some friends, not feel so lonely when you're out there. The Telegram group is starting to pick back up a little bit. We're getting some more chatter in there. And because of that, we're going to start doing a new feature on the show called the Telegram Clip of the Week. So this inaugural Clip of the Week is going to be a little bit about what Jason was up to this weekend.
Brought to you by Faith. She sent it. So here we go. The YMCA, and they're like, well, I hit the buzzer because they're not open. She's like, she's not here. I'm like, well, I'm here now. So she lets me bring it in. So then I'm walking back. I should always just walk back the way I came, but I was trying to take a shortcut. And I ended up having to hop a fence. I literally just jumped a fence, and I'm too fat and fucking old to do that. And you're right. I am allergic to work. It's time for me to punch out and go relax. So there, I forgot I said that. I prefer it not be me every week, but if I say something funny, Faith thought it was funny enough for the clip of the week. So I'll just, jump into stories from the road from that, because that's basically what it was. I had another Amazon route from hell down to Kalamazoo and was real frustrated about it and just could not get into a groove. Like when you do Amazon routes, a lot of times, and Faith knows, you're just kind of boom, ba boom, 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 and
get to a rhythm.
Yeah, a rhythm. Even with rideshare, it just kind of like and every time I got a new like my next stop there was something odd about it, or it was in the hood, and this one was at a YMCA. I had walked all the way around the building. And they finally, buzzed me in to deliver the package. And I was like, well, I don't want to walk all the way around. So I walked the other way and basically put myself in an alley. And there was a fence there. And you know what? I said, fuck it. And I jumped it. And I tried to and I'm kind of out of shape currently. I'm in the out of shape state right now. So I kind of jump up and I kind of fell back again. I had to do one more hop and then I finally got over. But I was sore from fence. So yeah, that was a little adventure. So, and
he didn't have his Amazon vest on, so he's just some random dude jumping fences back there, man. Lucky somebody didn't pop a shot off at you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not straight in the hood, but I'm definitely downtown. Some of the people in the group I had asked that know this, I had asked them, hey, I need a vest, and they're like, I ain't got one. You know what I mean? They were out of them, so I was like, I mean, my vest is so old, it's got like freaking mustard stains on it. And I'm like, the one time I forget it, they don't have a new one for me. So yeah, that was a little frustrating. But yeah, it was just a long friggin' route. So
yeah.
Faith says, Sue, you need to start using voice record. You can be the clip of the week. Well, yeah, She says she's technology or tech challenged, but hopefully she can figure it out.
Yeah, surely.
Larry, what about you? You wrote nothing crazy.
Nothing crazy. Definitely back into doing, the Thursday nights and Saturday night rideshare with the college crowd. But so far so good. Everybody's been pretty well behaved. Did have we had our first football game at WKU this year. They were one of the 4 teams that played in week 0 this year, and so I had a game on Saturday. It was like an hour and a half before the game even started. I got called. I was taking people to tailgate all day. The game started like 6:00 at night, but around 4, maybe 4:15 that afternoon, I got a call to go pick some people up from there. And these 4 girls get in. The poor girl that gets in the front, she is gone.
Oh no!
Gets in and she's like, I'm so tired. I'm like, who are you think you're fooling? She was trashed.
Yeah.
She was so trashed. And then the girl in the back's all chipper. She's like, hey, can I do a shot when we get back to the house? The girl's like, yeah, if you want to do a shot, we'll do shots.
You're like, please don't do it here. How about a shot of water?
Yeah. No, I'd crank that air down to about 65.
Freeze them out.
Yep, freeze them out. And she was fine. She didn't get sick or anything, but it always cracks me up when the people like don't even make it all the way through the tailgate.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours before the game even starts and they're done.
Well, I think they'd go just to drink.
Oh yeah. Most of them don't go to the game. Most of them do not go to the game for sure.
I also often wonder when I notice when I go to concerts and people spend all that money for the tickets and then they're spending, it's like $20 for a beer and they're getting I'm like,
yeah, why? And you don't even remember the experience.
Right. And you spent so much money. Just go to your local bar.
Yeah. Play your songs on Spotify on your phone and get trashed at home and save all that money.
I mean, they'll say, well, it's the experience. I'm like, what experience? You getting blackout drunk?
Yeah, you don't remember it. You don't even remember the experience. That's never made sense to me.
Yeah, I know. But the last show I went to, that was a lot of it. So
yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just jump right into gig economy in the news. Another Spark update, Larry, and I need to do a
Spark
TikTok on this.
Continues to go downhill. So this is a notification from Spark they sent out to drivers. It says, "Hi there. Starting on 8/21, some Walmart stores in your area will begin batching grocery and .com orders into the same trip for curbside pickup. Grocery and .com orders will now be part of the same trip, but will remain in separate bags with clear labels with scheduled delivery for grocery orders and GMD for .com orders. For scheduled delivery, grocery, any one of the labels can be scanned." So a lot of talk on this post on Reddit. People were pointing out that number one of the good comments was, remember guys, whenever they change stuff, it's not to help us out. It's better. It's whatever's going to be better for the company, which is true. And 2, they're like, they're having to do this because nobody's picking up these orders.
Right. Yeah. Well, so interesting enough, when I started Walmart, I used to do a lot of what do we call them? It's not general. I know it's general, but either .com or what did I call them?
.com orders,
batch order. I don't know. There was a name I used to call it. I don't know. But anyways, and they
I used to do those.
Yeah, they used to pay pretty good, but now they're just like so bad as far as like what they pay. Yeah.
I remember doing a lot of mine. Probably a good portion of my orders that I did when I was doing Spark were like that. It was those, you might have 19 stops or whatever, but it's just 1 or maybe 2, sealed bags for each stop. And, it's pretty easy. But usually you did put some miles on the car when you did those.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind the miles. I just looked at it like an Amazon route.
Mm-hmm.
But
as long as you paid enough to cover everything to make it worth your while, it was great.
Yeah.
But like everything else, they're slowly chipping away at how much they wanted to pay the drivers.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't have a problem with it as long as the pay correlates. I mean, obviously I do look at how many items, even if it's paying really good. If it's like 250 items, I might pass on that. But
sure,
if it's 2 orders and on the way I have to deliver, a general
grocery
merchandise.
and
I don't mind if it's the pay's there. they're probably seeing that no drivers are taking it, so they're sprinkling them in. Although it's not going to be a ton, though. I mean, it can't. I mean, as far as routing goes, because like usually when I'm doing it, it's a good size route. So
Yeah.
the chances of me taking a grocery delivery in that area maybe only like one package. It might not. It's not going to be like a ton of stuff, but
Yeah, full order.
she says her general merchandise routes, Faith, have found pay better than Amazon base. Oh, than the base. Yeah. Well, yeah, the base is trash. But I don't look at it as, I guess, I don't know. I don't know why I do this. I strictly look at hourly on Amazon Flex, but I look at how many dollars per mile on Walmart Spark. I don't know why that is, but
yeah, it's funny. Our mind, like, you kind of focus on something when you start doing a different app, different gig, and you just kind of start building your view of that app around whatever that particular metric is.
Yes.
And that's what you go to every time. And like I said, it could be the same similar type of gigs, and you rationally should be looking at the same thing to do apples to apples, but you don't, because that's not how your mind remembers it. Or
well, exactly. Like
put it into the box.
If I did $1 a mile on Amazon, I'd never do a route because sometimes I do 150 miles. I'm not getting 150 miles for that.
Yeah.
For that route.
Then when we do rideshare, we're like $1 a mile. I'm not moving. These wheels aren't turning.
Right. And I think early on with Walmart, I was like $2 a mile. Now I've brought it down a little bit.
I remember those days, the $2 a mile. Like, I'm not moving unless it's $2.
Yeah. Well, because that's what they're paying. And if they were paying less, we would say, okay, $1 a mile, like where we are now. It's all depending on what the company's willing to pay.
Sure. You have to be rational. You can't go out here and go, I'm not moving for less than $5.
Right. And then I think the Amazon one is like, you can hurry and get it done. So then like, oh, I got it done in 2 hours instead of 3. So I'm really making 45 an hour. So
right. Yeah. You can rationalize it.
I think that's part of the problem with people doing some gig work too, is like they rationalize it too much.
Oh, you can. Yeah. Yeah. You can rationalize it either way, good or bad.
Yeah. You got to look at the numbers at the end of the day, and and really, it's really hard to figure out during the year. I mean, I know there's like formulas that give you an estimate, but like,
right,
it's really when you do your taxes and you're just like, holy shit, like this didn't work. All right, moving on. Oh God, this pissed me off. These freaking fees from these airports, and of course it's Nashville, of all places. So new Nashville Airport rideshare fees among the highest of any U.S. airport. So it looks like hidden in the receipt is a $5 standard pickup fee or drop off at the airport that goes directly to B&A. Metro also collects an additional $2. The money collected by the airport goes towards more than $500 million in transportation and roadway infrastructure projects. B&A spokesperson said their money helps maintain and upgrade facilities used by rideshare cars without relying on any taxpayer money. I mean, honestly, I think the taxpayer should pay a little bit of it, in my opinion. The surcharge was passed by the council in 2007, has collected an average of $4.3 million over the past 3 years. It's a lot of money. They have no discussion right now to eliminate the $2 surcharge. So the combined round trip surcharge is $12. Is among the highest in U.S. of any U.S. airport. So Uber said the surcharges added to airport trips should only be spent on offsetting the airport's operational costs and funding improvements to the rideshare experience. Well, I wouldn't say, for me, I wouldn't say only. How about we split it?
Yeah.
Let's do 50-50. Well, the airport is aligned with these goals. For the portion of the fee, we encourage Tennessee legislature to take a closer look at the $2 fee. So then it kind of talks about some musicians that take it and it costs, $50 each way. The really shitty part is, this is where I think people get pissed off. He said the fees are unnecessary to pay for projects like the new rideshare center that he thinks making getting a ride to the airport much more complicated, because drivers are no longer allowed to drop passengers off at the curbside, like curb outside the terminal. They have to use the parking garage, and it's a 5-minute walk.
And you made that walk. You know what that walk is.
We did, and honestly,
so
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna
No,
say,
go ahead.
honestly, it's so damn confusing.
Yeah, it is. It is. You can get lost for sure.
Yeah,
not end up in the right spot.
It's almost like they're punishing rideshare drivers.
And that's what I was going to bring into it. There has been a lot of contention between the rideshare drivers and the Nashville airport, and for a while, like they banned them, like they wouldn't let them come on premise there for a little bit, and of course, we know this this rideshare union that's trying to form down there that keeps contacting me for a while, trying to get me to come to the meetings and vote to ban myself since I'm out of state driver. So I think that may be all part of this, what's going on, because taxis are still allowed to drop off at the curb.
Oh, are they?
But the rideshare drivers, they are. Yeah, they'll take you right up to the door.
Well, see, there's got to be some
rideshare drivers have to go down.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's got to be some lobbying going on or some to get that deal.
Yeah, politics. Yeah, there's some politics going on for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, it's frustrating as a passenger and a driver. Like, I remember Faith and Gabe were like, well, Larry said it's which your information was fine, but you're just overwhelmed, and just, I wish they would make it easier. And then you get out there and you got to walk, which I don't mind walking, but it was like, back and forth, up and down. And then it was kind of like exhausty in there too. It was.
Yeah, because all those cars, the garage, and all that stuff. Yeah, it is. It's not a good experience.
No, it's not. So now they have the biggest fees and not the greatest experience. So that's not very good. So
it is not.
But Elon's going to save us. Robotaxi service expands to another U.S. city. So I'm.
Yeah, and he's going to say, you won't need to take Uber or Lyft in Nashville because you'll be able to get in his tunnel.
That's true. Good point.
In 2 years, you won't have to worry about it. That's what he says. This story is about Tesla, their robo-taxi service expanding to another, they say city, but kind of an area really. So they've rolled out their service, the robo-taxi service in the Bay Area, California's Bay Area. It covers an area kind of from north of San Francisco down past San Jose. They're using the Model Ys for this service. Elon says that the service, he's hoping to make it cheaper than a bus ticket.
Oh.
So, I don't know how much a bus ticket is in San Jose, but that's hard to imagine. So in Austin, which is the other area where they have the robo taxis, Austin, when they have a safety monitor who sits in the passenger seat, so they're not even in a driver's seat; they're in the passenger seat.
Oh, really?
They're just monitoring. The ones in the Bay Area, they're going to have a human driver in the driver's seat, ready to take control if something happens. That's probably something I'm sure with them, that they had to do or agree to in order for California to let them in. So it says why they're not what they call fully autonomous because they do have somebody in the driver's seat. It's definitely a step forward for them, and they're trying to compete with Waymo, which does not have drivers in the driver's seat. They go on to talk a lot of other things about the whole tough year Tesla's had with different things, but
I don't understand how you can have a safety monitor in the passenger seat. Like, what is he gonna do?
I don't know. Is
he gonna watch people die and just be like, well, I observed it?
Well, he's in there too. So
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's like one of those driver's ed cars where they have brakes and stuff on both sides.
Well, what's the point of that? You might maybe they want the illusion of it, like
exactly
self-driving, even though he does have control.
Yeah, when people look in, like, oh, there's nobody there.
Right. Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, it would be interesting to see on the price because, as we talked about with the Waymos, they have gotten quite a bit more expensive, which I'm not hating on for that. The shit costs a lot of money. Like I get it.
Yeah, it certainly does.
I mean, it happened with Uber and Lyft too. It was really cheap, paid the drivers a lot of money. Everything was subsidized, and now everything is. They took away from us, and they're charging the riders a lot of money. So
exactly,
it's frustrating either way.
It is, yeah. So we'll have to see, as he rolls these robo taxis out into more and more areas, because said they're going to be in most cities by the end of the year. So
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
I am excited about the tunnel thing. I know that they have that one in Vegas. I'm assuming it's functional like that.
It is functional. Last I read, they for some reason, they were planning on being able to go like really, really fast because you're in a tunnel. There's nothing to hit,
Yeah.
So they were hoping to go like 100 miles an hour, but last I heard, they were like doing like 30 miles an hour.
Oh, 30?
I don't know.
You went from 100 to 30. I thought you were going to say 70. I was like, okay, well.
But yeah, if it comes to fruition, I'll definitely try it out.
Oh, hell yes. Yes.
And hopefully they'll turn on the Waymo cars. Hopefully they don't just test in Nashville. Hopefully they actually offer rides there in the near future.
How long is that tunnel supposed to be?
Well, it goes to, I think it's like 15 miles, 10, because it goes from the airport to downtown.
God damn.
And there's going to be like different exits downtown that you can get off. It's not just like
it's not a one shot like.
No, it's not. You can enter here and you come out here. I think on the airport it'll just have probably one entrance, one entrance and exit. But on the downtown, from what I've read, it's going to have several stops. So like if you need, whatever stop you need to get off at, it's going to be programmed. And the car will, get off to that exit wherever you need to go. So if it works, I mean, it's going to be cool. They need to get all this ready because there's going to be so many people come to town when Tay and Kelsey get married in Nashville.
You think they're going to get married in Nashville?
No, I'd probably not. But
oh my god,
I mean, it's not beyond a reasonable doubt. I mean, that's where she lives, and she loves Nashville from everything I've read. I mean, she's from there. She's from right outside Nashville.
Yeah, it's funny. Obviously, most of the older kids I drive for school, they all have smartphones, so I didn't say anything, but. Yeah. The younger kids, I was so excited to tell them because, like, every girl on my bus, it's kindergarten through fourth grade. They love T Swift. And I play it for them, and I like her too. It's like, whatever. Yeah. I enjoy some of her music. I just think she's a great businesswoman too. It's insane. But, so I was like, guys, I have a major announcement. They're like, yeah, we know. And I'm like, the teachers told them. And I'm like, first of all, you bust my balls. Second of all, you ain't even very excited about it. Yeah. Like, is everyone burned out on her? Like, I don't understand. Like, I thought people, it feels like a lot of people online were like losing their mind about it. But my kids were just like, yeah, we heard. I'm like, yeah. All right, well, I guess I'll take you home now. I was so excited to tell you.
Get off my bus.
Yeah,
you can walk home.
It's like when you give your own children a Christmas present. You're really excited for it. They're like, thanks. Yeah.
They open it and look at it and set it down. Yeah, thank you.
Oh. Don't you know I'm paying for this reaction of like, Dad, you're the best.
Exactly. Even if you don't mean it.
Yeah,
at least say it for me. Yeah,
fake it. Oh my gosh,
whatever it takes.
Over the last couple of weeks, there has been a video posting, and I'm just going to give not a trigger warning. It's just it's a little rough to watch. A CEO of a company, I don't know which one, was assaulted by an Uber driver. So we'll watch that a little bit. Let's see. Here we go. 22 seconds.
Someone just punched someone. He fell on the ground and his head is bleeding from the back. So he got knocked over and hit his head.
He's bleeding very badly in the back of the head. We're going to need an ambulance.
Where's the suspect now? He has driven off.
So you couldn't see the words on there, but there was apparently that was a service dog, and the driver had a fake license.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like valid to even drive.
Yeah. And for the audio listeners, so it's a rideshare driver. Apparently there's been some kind of, confrontation going on. He's out in the back talking to the passenger. The passenger is holding a dog, pretty small dog.
Yeah.
A fairly small dog. And the driver, you can tell he's angry. He comes up and headbutts a guy and then just a right hand and knocks the guy out. The guy just out cold falls back. And slams his head against the pavement pretty bad, apparently, because like they said, he was bleeding pretty bad from the head. But yeah.
I mean, for one, I could kind of tell that the person wasn't from here because you don't see very many headbutting people in America. I feel like you're from a different country. You live in a different kind of life if you're up there fucking
It's not a move people expect. That's for sure.
Nah, you ain't. Yeah, you're not expecting that. I'm very frustrated that he was able to get through the platform. Clearly a piece of shit. The fake license thing. I mean, what do we do, Larry? I mean, what else can we do to combat this? It's not an immigrant thing. It's just he may not even be an immigrant. He may be from here.
No,
I don't know.
That wasn't even ever, I don't think, mentioned.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's tough. There's always going to be people who manage to slip through the cracks one way or another, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's scary. Yeah. I mean, somebody gets that heated over.
Yeah. What is he even getting heated over?
Yeah.
Like that bad that
you're about the service dog. I don't remember reading what if they did ever list what it was, what they thought he was mad about.
Bubba Sue said fleet driver. Oh, okay. So that, I mean, don't they have to do the same work, as far as like applying for the platform? Like you have to be on the platform to be a fleet driver, right? Or no? Or can you be a fleet?
Well, I think you still have to be background checked and everything, I would think.
Yeah.
I would assume.
I didn't know if there was a little less like restrictions if you were like a fleet owner and then you hire a driver. Is it your responsibility to background check, or is Uber doing that? Or again, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we've ever really talked in depth with anybody who had, the fleet thing. That it seemed like that was bigger when Uber first kind of first couple of years. I haven't heard much about.
I mean, I've seen people doing it, but I don't know the like logistics or documentation or whatever.
What the mechanics are behind it as far as who's responsible for what. Yeah.
I mean, I don't like that they can do that unless they follow the same everything like Uber, and it's just they pay the driver like whatever they pay him, like an hourly rate, or because obviously they're probably splitting some of the revenue, which ain't much anyways. So it's like,
yeah, exactly.
You're doing a $2 ride, and then how's
that split?
Well, like I don't know, is he like renting the car to the guy? Because like you split $2 and you're paying the driver, and you have to pay for the maintenance. Like I don't see where the profit margin is in there.
Yeah, slim margin unless you have a big fleet, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
but anyway, I mean, and again, you wonder how. Does this person? They've got to know they're going to be fired over this because there's cameras everywhere.
Oh yeah,
there's a guy there with a phone, and I think it looked like he was recording the plate as the guy drove off.
I mean, if you're going to headbutt somebody, you don't give a shit if you're going to get fired.
Obviously not. Obviously not. But yeah, I mean, it happens. We say that so many times, don't they know they're going to be fired at that? People just can't control their anger.
Sometimes the wires cross and they're just like, I don't give a shit in this moment. But to headbutt a guy, punch him, and then just leave, like I'm really curious. I haven't seen much else on it other than that video, but I'm really curious what the interaction was, because obviously there's going to be a lawsuit. I think he already filed it.
Oh yeah, I would.
Maybe I'll try to dig a little bit deeper before the next show, just to kind of hear his side of the story.
Hear any follow up on it? Yeah, that'd be cool.
Larry, canceling an Uber ride affects your rating.
Well, here's how it can.
Sorry.
The long and the short of it, it really doesn't. It really doesn't.
Shh, don't say that.
We talked about it last week. There's a guy, Nate Galisic. He's the one from Atlanta. We did the story last week. He wants to get a Waymo car.
Yeah, that's right.
Running through Uber. So he cancels 25 times before he gets matched with a Waymo car. And he said, there's no evidence that it's hurt his rating in any way. He said that, every time he cancels, he gets a refund from Uber immediately. He said, as long as you cancel right away, you don't have to pay. He hasn't noticed any hit to his rating. He said the only one downside that he has seen is they'll put him in timeout for a while.
Oh, really?
So after he doesn't say how many rides, but said Uber has blocked his ability to request rides for anywhere between 20, 30 minutes after he's canceled a bunch of them in a row. So, but he said once that time period's up, he's able to start requesting more rides again as soon as that timeout is. So yeah, if you cancel 20 or 30 times, they might put you in a 20 or 30 minute timeout So don't do that if you have somewhere important that you really need to go and you don't have any other way to get there, I guess.
Yeah. So it doesn't lower your rating at all or anything?
Yeah. Uber, of course, didn't respond to any questions about its policy on canceling rides. They don't say on their website anywhere if it's going to affect your rating. Yeah. The only thing it says is drivers and riders have a chance to rate each other after a trip ends. But if you're canceling the ride, then the driver doesn't have a chance to rate you because he never had you as a passenger. Yeah, it says there's no indication that it's going to affect your passenger rating.
I wonder
for canceling rides.
If they send scary emails like they do to us when we cancel too much, like the whole song and dance, like canceling out affects the efficiency of the platform, or blah 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 blah, or giving riders rides.
Yeah, that would be interesting to find out. We should try it sometime. Just cancel about 100 of them in a day, and then see if I get in.
My luck, I'd fuck it up, and they'd charge me for every single one of those, and all of a sudden I'd have $150 worth of cancellation fees.
That, or we wake up and they're like, "You've been deactivated as a driver."
Oh yeah, you got to play the game when you're using it as a passenger, because I wouldn't doubt if you were a bad, like, honestly, my rating is lower as a passenger than it is as a driver, which is freaking hilarious. Because, like, again, I haven't done anything. Like, I haven't been, shit face. I mean, I've been shit faced, but I haven't been rude. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I touched some guy's boob or something. I'm not sure. Pete says I'll send you a scary email, bro. I'll send you one. Oh, shut up. Well, we know Faith's is lower. I can track that 100%. I hung out with Faith. Not that it was bad. It can be a little
experience.
It can be a little intense. But that's why we love her.
That's right. That is correct. We had a great time.
We did have a great time. It was amazing.
Wonderful. So that's the only thing I'd be worried about as a driver. Somehow they would, have my passenger and driver account connected, and they cancel me on both of them.
That'd be terrible.
And I couldn't drive anymore. That would be bad. That would be bad. So I probably won't be trying that out. Maybe I'll create another account like so many people do with a different credit card.
But you need a new phone. You need a phone number difference. They won't. I don't think you can. Or can you do it with an email and a different credit card? Do you need a phone?
I don't know. Probably. Well,
I mean, you do have another phone.
I do. I do. But they're probably both connected to my Uber account.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, don't do that. I was gonna say, and speaking of taking rides, I officially took my stickers off my car and threw them in the trash.
Did you really?
Yeah. I Lyft and Uber. I was just like, fuck it. If I'm going to do a ride, I'm not going to be, although freaking Gabe got that Quest.
Yeah. What I mean? That was sweet.
I didn't look, sorry, I completely squirreled. Because I was excited about that. Was that rides and eats, or was it just rides?
He said it was eats too, because he was talking about taking some eats to get some of them done.
That's what was it? Remind me again. Was it like 50 for 250?
Yeah, and then another 10. He got it like another $200.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was good.
$450.
Pull it up.
Yeah. Anyways, Larry looks that up. Yeah, I was excited he had posted, because I don't even look at it, or like they all send me a notification on Uber like, "Hey, you can make an extra $70 next week," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm not even going to open the app."
So his quest was if he does 60 trips, it's $250. If he does another 10, that's another $200. So 70 trips total for $450.
Dude, if that popped up for me,
I'd be
grinding.
Like white on rice. Yeah.
I'd be grinding. I might call in sick on Friday for we don't have school this Friday, but if it was like a normal Friday and like it started at like 5 a.m., I'd be like, I'm coughing. I'm going to grind this.
See, I'm taking now because since they took away our good rate card, and I'm upfront pricing like everybody else, but I don't get Quest.
Well, you're not the only one. We don't either. Yeah. They're like, it's like $10 for 70 rides. Like
no, I don't get any offers. Like,
oh, really?
They just don't offer it here.
No promo.
Like whatsoever. No, I've never gotten an Uber Quest. Never.
Really?
The only thing we ever have here is like it'll do the downtown geofenced area, we'll give you extra, $4 for any rides that start in this area. But like as far as getting a quest in the app or an email that shows a quest, well, I already told you I don't ever get emails from Uber. But yeah, I always look, you have the little tab that says opportunities or whatever it says on there. Never anything in there. Never. It never has been.
I often wonder if you would stay on one app for a while, like for a month, you just did Lyft, and then switch over and just do Uber, and then Lyft's like, oh shit, Larry, we've missed you. And then instead of like always just mixing it up, multi-apping each time.
You'd think so, but I mean, after my wreck when my car got totaled, I didn't do any rides for like a month on either one, and I got nothing from either one of them.
Fuck them. I hate.
Yeah, it's so random. It's so random how things are. It's just like the good rate card here. I don't know why Bowling Green had such a good rate card for all those years. We were double some places per mile. Don't know why, and why they give Gabe gets quests like that there, and we don't even get an offer. It's not like they're bad quests. They're just no quests.
Well, he hasn't gotten a good one in a while. So he ain't getting those every week.
Sure. No, I understand. But
I often wonder if they look at they're always analyzing the data, right? And school started there. And maybe they weren't as happy with the amount of drivers that came out to help move those kids around. And we're like, hey, man, we got to get these fuckers out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you got to imagine there has to be, with all the data they have, there's got to be some kind of rationale. It's just not, by spinning the wheel and going, okay, Ann Arbor, Michigan's getting this. And
right.
Let's see, see what Omaha, Nebraska gets, spin the wheel.
I think my theory might be close because they've been back for like a week and a half, and maybe it just didn't hit like they were hoping it would hit from those kids. So school started back here, but I think we have plenty of drivers here. And paying $450 to let's not scoff at it. 70 is grinding.
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to do that one day. You're going to be doing it all 3 days.
Yeah, definitely.
But my point is Uber paying that out to a handful of people compared to the amount of, revenue they get, for getting more drivers on the road to try to get it. Cause a lot of people aren't going to get it.
Aren't going to make it. Yeah. It's not going to be any skin off their nose.
Yeah. It doesn't even matter for them.
No, they're definitely coming out ahead or they won't do it.
Right. Moving on. This dude got arrested finally for God, did I save it?
A man accused of
Yep. So this dude got arrested for showing up nude when he was accepting his DoorDash. So we'll watch that and talk about it.
A man accused of opening his door naked to receive multiple food deliveries has been arrested. Frederick Riley is charged with 2 counts of public indecency. Coweta County deputies say 2 female DoorDash drivers claim Riley opened his door without pants on the same night. One driver reported that Riley had even asked her to step into his house. When deputies got to Riley's home, he opened the door naked again. He was taken to jail after putting on some pants, but he's since bonded out on a $1,200 bond. Download Fox Local for live streaming, news, and more.
No, we're not gonna. We hate you.
Okay, so I can, if that's your kink, and I can understand his, rationale, but not looking out and seeing it's the police and then opening the door.
Well,
not smart.
No. So surprisingly, I think that was a TikTok I saw. Was it TikTok? Yeah. So commenting, I go in there and look at the comments. A lot of people are defending this guy because he was on his own property. Like where?
No. That doesn't work that way. When you've ordered food and they're coming to your door and you're in,
do you lose that right of?
I don't know if you lose the right to it, but it's just not. It's just wrong. It's just wrong to do it.
Well, that I agree with. I'm trying to play on the other side. Like, if you.
Well, he got arrested. So.
Well, yeah, because he asked the girl to come in too. Like he stepped it up a little.
Well, there's no that.
Yeah.
Right.
True. Yeah, if it was a man with it, I'm not defending him. Don't get me wrong. I'm just trying to where is the
how you are.
Well, I guess if you were in your own house and you were screaming, could they arrest you for disturbing the peace because you know what I mean? Like, obviously you have a right on your own property, but at some point, if it affects someone else, it becomes an issue.
Yeah, it's just like playing loud music.
Yeah.
Playing loud music in my house, but there is a noise ordinance. If you hit a certain, they're going to come shut it down.
Yeah. But I mean, to get arrested by it. But to fucking open the door with the cops there, like, don't you look out the window? Or maybe he's just that mentally unstable that he didn't think about it.
Maybe. But yeah, it's curious that he did it when two female DoorDash drivers.
Wow, God, I would be if my daughter had to experience that. I'd go beat that guy's fucking ass.
Yeah.
Pete, there's a pants ordinance. Yeah, well, guess what? I don't have any on right now. So what are you gonna do? Call the cops?
Cops Bring it. Come in anytime. Slap them handcuffs on.
You're gonna have to fight my. Never mind. Get kicked off.
Going downhill quick, aren't we?
It's going downhill quick. All right, here we go.
Yeah, now I get your I get where you're coming from though. It's your own house. You certainly have the right to be naked in your own house and walk around.
But as soon as you open the door and somebody sees it,
you're exposing yourself like that, and you have basically summoned that person by ordering food to come in.
I think that's I think that's because I was thinking, like, what if a lady was sunbathing nude and the neighbor kid was peeking in on it?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Now he's the creeper, right? Because she's in her own home.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she didn't summon him to look at her, but what I mean, because I'll be honest with you, I've fertilized some lawns and I've come around the corner and I've seen some stuff.
Seen some old guys out there?
No, I've seen some ladies.
I know. I'm just kidding.
And it's because they have headphones on and they can't hear it. I'm like, oh, wow, I am so sorry. So it's like, it's kind of weird. I get it because he requested them and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I think that adds something on there. Hey, Gabe, what's up? I'm sure there's got to be that's got to be factored in somehow.
Well, right. I mean, obviously you're doing, well, I can't say obviously because he also opened the door when the cops were there. So maybe that's what he does.
Maybe.
Although asking the girl to come in, like that's
definitely way over the line.
That's some intent there, bro.
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder if it was flaccid. Got him. Anyway,
well, you go ahead and wonder about that. That didn't even cross my mind.
Can we do Waymo in the news? Can we get off this guy's wiener?
Moving on.
Waymo in the news.
Let's do it.
All right, this is a guy that I can't blame Waymo. This guy just went ape shit on a Waymo. Oh yeah, we're not muted. Kicks the door again. Waymo tries to leave.
Yeah,
and then he
rips the mirror off.
Straight off. Ooh.
Yeah. Which I did read one of the commenters had a good point. Like, why are there side view mirrors on the Waymo?
That's
a good point, right?
I mean, I think it's probably more expensive to not have them on there because they come off the factory line like that. I mean, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the guy's fucked up. I don't know. But that's a good
even
point.
If they, I mean, it wouldn't stop anything. If the mirror wasn't there, he would just, break the window or kick the, dent the door or something. It's not going to stop any of this. But, a lot of good comments on there. Like, what if there's a passenger in the car and they're in there going through this traumatic experience? Surely Waymo could drive off.
Well, you saw the video. They tried to go, but then they stopped. I don't know if he backed off enough to kick, and they were like, "Okay, we're clear." And then he came up again, and then the software's like, "Oh, there's somebody close."
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Did it say anything about like why he was frustrated with Waymo, or is just a drunk fuck, or what?
No, I think somebody just having a mental health experience. I didn't say anything. The Waymo hadn't run over his foot or anything. Just somebody. And the thing is that they mentioned in the comments too is the Waymos they stand out so much.
Yeah.
In the crowd, so it's just like a beacon for people who want to take out their frustration. They know nobody's in the car.
Honestly, that's such a good point, Larry. Like we talked about the Tesla Model Ys that are doing the robo-taxis. They look like just a normal Tesla.
Right. Yeah. You're not going to know unless,
I mean, it does say, doesn't it say robo-taxi like in like a cursive at the bottom?
That's true. Yeah.
But I mean, it's not
I'm
obby.
assuming that'll leave it on there.
Yeah.
It's not out there like this giant white Waymo with that, you know it instantly when you see these Waymo cars.
Gabe said,
there's no doubt about it.
What happens if your Waymo starts getting attacked and the car can't go because it doesn't want to run someone over a crash? What do they do? I mean, obviously the doors are locked.
Yeah. And apparently, go ahead.
I would say if someone breaks the window at that point, you just bail out.
Yeah. Apparently somebody was mentioning in the comments that there was a incident that happened where a guy stepped in front of the Waymo with a gun. Of course, the Waymo stops and he shot the person in the car. I'm going to follow up on that and see if that's
really.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can find any.
I don't know. We would have seen that. That would have been all over the place.
You would think so. You would think so.
Although that headbutt, I saw it a few times, but I didn't see a lot of discussion about it. So maybe sometimes that stuff slips through the cracks. Well, if maybe I don't know. Yeah, if there was a human, I could at least floor it. Well, I often wonder if when some of that stuff is happening, does a human person take over and go, okay, what is going on? But there's no way they're going to get authorized to flatten somebody that's just vandalizing the car. You know what I mean? Everything happens so quick. I don't think.
Right. Yeah. No, they can't do that.
Sorry, you're freezing up.
Yeah, I think it's
we need to get you some better internet.
I'm telling you, man, something's going on here.
It's been a rough month of connection with you. I don't know why.
I don't either. Nothing's really changed, but
yeah. So did you find anything on that or not?
Well, I mean, the first thing it pulls up is something that happened in, let me see the date on it. June 23rd, 2 juveniles in a Waymo got shot. Yeah. The guy suspect was on foot when he fired multiple rounds into the autonomous vehicle. Victims, both juveniles, suffered injuries that were non-threatening. One was shot in the arm, the other was shot in the torso.
So the guy was a bad shot at that.
Well, I mean, he hit him.
I mean, I guess. Gabe says it's Kentucky. Their internet stinks, and apparently their Amazon conveyor belts. Well, the internet probably went down at Amazon. That was the trouble.
They're diverting all the energy to the conveyor belt. Problem.
Yeah, for sure. All right, moving on. Octopus tablet. This is something that we would really love for you to get. Obviously, we make a little commission when you sign up, but we're big supporters of this. We've talked about it for years and years, and I used to have it when I did Rideshare. Larry still has it. It's basically a tablet that everything's free, the holder, the charger, all that stuff. Your passengers can play trivia, they can play games, they can look at news, all that fun stuff. And you earn a little bit of residual income for them playing the games and then for the ads that show up on it. So I would recommend getting it. The link is in the description for that. If you're a rideshare driver, why wouldn't you get it?
Yeah, it's basically free money. You put it in there, you don't have to worry about it. Anything breaks, they send you new stuff, new tablet, new charging cable, whatever. And they update it all the time, and passengers love it, especially when they're drunk. They want to play trivia, test each other's knowledge, think they're so smart, and then they're like, we're doing so good, and then they get like 4. And
they're like, no, you're a fucking loser. Now shut up.
High score is like 35.
Oh, drunk people. I
gotta love them.
All right, Larry, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you can rent a pool truck on Uber this month.
Yes, and as the ad said, it's exactly what it sounds like. So the picture shows a Uber truck, shows a truck, and I guess they're partnering with Turo on this. And so basically, the back of the truck, the bed is decked out like a pool. It's got like wooden railing around it, like a little deck would be.
Yeah.
And then it's filled with water. It got a little floaty in there and everything. So, this is just a promotion thing. So it's a new partnership between Uber and Turo. that allows you to rent a Turo directly in the Uber app. So,
geez, no kidding.
They're yeah, you're going to be able to rent Turo cars through Uber. So another collaboration for Uber. So they're teaming up to have what's called a pool truck experience, which is a fully functional mini pool built into the bed of a pickup. I've seen these before around here.
You have?
Not with Uber, but I've seen just people will put like a tarp in the bed of their truck and fill it with water in the summer. And yeah, I have seen that.
Have you ever seen it downtown, like for a party thing? Like, have they done it there? Or, I mean, I don't know. The cops wouldn't allow that, would they?
And now in Nashville, there is one of the party buses has a hot tub in the back.
Okay, yeah,
like
that
an
makes
8-person
sense.
hot tub.
All right.
So it says, this pool truck experience is going to be available in Los Angeles at the Santa Monica Pier. Well, that was last week, so never mind that one. It's going to be in Miami at Bayside Market, August 30th and 31st. So what you do, you reserve it in the Uber app, and it costs you $0.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there's very limited spots. So if you're able to be one of the people who are able to book it, you and your crew of people, however many you have, you get 2 hours of personal poolside time. You get refreshing popsicles, summer tunes, a take-home essentials kit stocked with sunscreen, floaties, tote bags. You even have a dedicated pool boy to handle the setup and make sure that the vibes are just right. And you also score up to $300 toward your next Turo rental on Uber Rent.
Okay.
So don't expect to cruise the freeway, though, with water sloshing around. The trucks are going to be parked, so the pool stays put. The Uber's also covering your ride to and from the experience. So, if you manage to get in, you don't have to pay anything. They're going to come send you a car to pick you up, take you back home. They're going to provide some sunscreen, floaties, stuff like that. One of the people who was on Love Island is going to be kind of hosts.
Help me.
So expect swags, popsicles, and early peek at the pool truck. So it says if you're not in LA or Miami, you can still get on the fun. Uber users nationwide can browse a special collection of Turo's hottest rentals inside the app and snag a $25 off booking of $100 or more through September 1st.
What I don't understand is why they're partnering with Turo. Wouldn't you want people to use your, business? You know what I'm saying? Unless, like, take an Uber instead of renting a Turo.
It seems, it seems a little bit like partnering with your competition, but I think they realize there's going to be people who are going to want to rent a car when they're on a trip or something for a week. They're not going to, want to take. There's people who just don't want to worry about that renting, getting a ride every time they go somewhere.
But even that, then I would go to the Turo app. I'm not going to go to Uber. Well, I feel like it's just putting that in front of their face so that they think about it. Instead of like, and maybe they're, they get a click for it or something. I don't know. Cause I don't know. Unless it's like fucking seamless.
Well, maybe it's a bad idea. Maybe it's, maybe it was the same person who changed the Cracker Barrel sign.
Oh my gosh. People are losing their mind about that.
Well, they changed it back. So everybody's happy now. Uncle Herschel is back.
See, Pete also says having partners like that helps subsidize their app development. So, yeah, I mean, for sure. I'm sure it does. But, I mean, Uber's not hurting for money. You know what I mean? So it's like having to subsidize seems like it's a weird thing.
Well,
but
I mean, they want to be the all-in-one app.
That's true.
They've always talked about it. They want you to be able to buy your train ticket or your bus ticket on there.
Yeah.
Which would seem like, why would they do that? You're taking away people who could potentially be an Uber passenger. They want to be eventually a one-stop app for all your transportation needs. Get food, to get a ride, to ride the bus, to rent a car. They just want to be all in one app.
I mean, I get that, and they make money on the transaction too. So like that's part of it. Mm-hmm. Just like Facebook, they want to keep you in the app, and they probably get a little money
in their ecosystem.
Yeah, they probably get a little money each time someone books something on there or clicks on it. And I get the idea, like wanting to keep everyone in there. It just seems a little counterintuitive. hey, rent a car instead of taking one of ours. So, but,
And I'm sure they'll test it out if they, doesn't seem like it's working for them.
Pete says Uber only had a net income of $6 billion. They need more. Yeah, I mean, they need to be like Amazon. They need to be like 175 billion or trillion or whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the little promo thing on that. I think that's kind of cool. I was just kind of like racking my brain. I'm like, it seems like counterintuitive, but
yeah.
Last up, just kind of a recap about the Tesla's robotaxi. Larry talked about it a little bit, and so it's just kind of going over how things have gone for it and what they're thinking about, the future and stuff. But one of the comments I kind of thought was funny. It says they reassured on the second quarter earnings call that the robotaxis in Austin have logged over 7,000 miles without major safety incidents. And I'm like, 7,000, you say?
Oh, wow. That's
I did that in 2 months.
Yeah, not a lot to brag about.
Yeah, I just thought it was funny. So yeah, it's just like we said. Another thing too. New vehicle. I think we talked about this at some point. New vehicles can now drive themselves off the assembly line with direct to customer autonomous deliveries planned by year end in select regions. I gotta admit, that's freaking cool.
Yeah, and they did the first one. They did the first one already.
Yeah. Pete says stream crash.
He said Facebook stream died.
I don't give a shit. They God damn it, now I've fucking lost my train of thought. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we're talking about Tesla being able to drive
rolling right out.
And it's cool. It just sounds cool when you think about it. It's just so far removed from anything that we've had before in life, and to be able to say that, my car came off the assembly line and drove itself here. Now that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. As much as like people say that Teslas are really uncomfortable, I really do like the tech. I am a techie, and we shit on Elon and Tesla and stuff, and it's just, and not even political wise, just he's just kind of a douche canoe in general. And but I really do love the tech. I think it's fucking amazing.
No doubt.
And I hope at some point I will be able to afford a Tesla, I guess, a brand new one, but I don't think that's ever going to happen.
That would be sweet.
All right, well, apparently Larry's internet came over to mine and it died on Facebook, so that doesn't matter anyways. We were wrapping up. We want you to see you on the Patreon. Patreon.com/thegigecon podcast. There you can sign up for a 7-day free trial. And at 8:10 p.m., which is in 10 minutes, Larry and I will be going live on the Patreon. And tier numbers. Now it says we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. It may be an issue on Facebook's end. Yeah, that's right, you fucker. Go ahead and sign up.
Come on, Zuckerberg, get your shit together.
Yeah, it's all-encompassing app. That's why we use StreamYard, because Facebook sucks. Go ahead and join the $7 tier, and you can $7, and you can watch us stream live and maybe take our pants off.
Yeah, we got a few more stories,
but you won't be able to see. Yeah, we got a couple more stories we didn't get to. So, thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all so much. As always, don't put up with anyone's bullshit.
We'll see you on the road.
All right, peace out.
Hey, night, everybody.
This podcast is produced and edited by Hey Guys Media Group. Want to start a podcast? Check out heyguysmediagroup.com.